Here we go. This is a 10-minute game against a 2087. D4. Let's go knight f6. And e6. And then we'll play b6, the queen's engine. Okay, knight c3, allowing a revisit of the Nimzo. I'll play bishop e7 and a3, d5, bishop g5. Okay, so we'll just develop a piece and castle. I could play c5. Let me play a6 first. I don't want the knight to come to b5 one day. Okay, now I can play c5. Okay, let's play c5. Takes might be a good idea to exchange some pieces, so we'll take with the knight. Exchange the bishop. He might just castle. Yeah, there's no problem here. Okay. So it looks pretty level. We could try. Rook fd8. He might go knight e4 to keep some pieces, but no, he doesn't want to do that just yet. Queen e2, so the rook can't move because this is hanging. But he can't play e4 because there's knight f4. I could play b5, and then the rook can move. So it takes that way. Knight takes back. The bishop's under attack. He might move it away. Bishop c2 or bishop b1 probably to try to preserve that bishop. Takes that way. We'll take with the bishop. Okay. This is under attack. Probably bishop e1. Next move. But bishop can go to c4 and I win the exchange. So he has to be very careful. He might have to give me this bishop. Bishop there. But bishop c4 wins the exchange. Queen has to go to e1. And I win the exchange. Queen takes. Okay. So I'm up in exchange, which should be enough to win as long as I don't get mated on this diagonal. Let's play rook. Let's develop some rooks. Develop some pieces. Okay. If I could trade some pieces, I should be doing fine. Knight d4. I can't play e5, the knight will come to f5, which seems annoying. So let's play Queen f6. So the idea is to play e5 anyway. But I think he can still get knight f5, so I'm not sure what I'm doing. b4. Let's be careful, the knight's coming to c6 someday. But not yet. Knight d7. You still can't play knight c6. But there's queen d3. Okay, queen d3 is playable. We have to be very careful about that. There's always g6, there's always knight f8, so I'm not too worried. Bishop there. Yeah, he's threatening to come here. You know, I could trade a pair of rooks right now, but it gives him too much play on the c file. So he wants to go knight c6. I think I've let him get too much counterplay. Let's put the knight in c4. I know he's going to take and play bishop b7, and this pawn is hanging. So I made a mistake there, but okay. Takes. I must take back. And then he's going to try bishop b7. He wants this pawn and this pawn. So let's try rook c3. I can take this pawn myself. He will take this pawn. I can always take this pawn later. Now let's go knight d3. So what's the plan of knight d3? Well, I want to play rook c1. And I also want to play e5, attacking this way. So knight d3 looks good. I don't know how he's going to prevent everything. Knight e2 maybe looks like the right way to go. It attacks the rook. Queen there. Okay. So now, if I check, let's get rid of these arrows. If I check, he plays king here. If I check again, he can play g3, and I don't think anything is. But I can also just play rook check, king here, knight takes f2, with the threat of rook h1. Then he comes out, then I check him, and I think he might get mated somewhere around here, you know, with the. Too many pieces attacking. Another way is e5, because I'm attacking both the knight and the bishop. e5 just wins one of these pieces. Okay, so knight takes f2, rook check, king here, knight takes f2, g3, and I may not have, I don't know how to untangle these pieces. I think e5 looks good. e5, we should take b5. There's a problem. When I take the knight, he takes this. But I think it's still winning though. Like he's down so much material. All right, let's play e5. We have to hurry up. We have about 3 minutes left to finish up this game. And I'm only up an exchange, and he's getting all my pawns, so I have to move fast. But let's see. Knight takes b5, attacks the rook. Okay, there's a problem there. Yeah, okay, knight takes b5, attacks the rook. So I think I have to play check now.
Check.
And go for this line with knight takes f2. Or even e4 first. I think e4 looks good. But knight takes f2 is also playable. Knight takes f2 threatens rook h1 check. King comes out. And I don't know if he can survive with so many pieces around the king. Knight takes f2. Okay. This bishop's still under attack. I can take it someday. Got about 2 minutes to finish up this game. Bishop e7. He wants to prevent knight e4 check because the threat was to check him on e4. But I think I can play h5. Oh, is that dangerous? Queen h4, threatening rook h1 mate. Queen h4. If g3, he hangs mate, so I don't know if he can defend this. Queen h4. The threat is rook h1 mate right now. I don't know if he has a defense because g3 allows mate on h3, and the knight is defended. That's not a problem. He has no checks, and I think I'm going to get my mate because I'm threatening both rook h1 mate. Well, rook h1 mate is the threat, but he can defend it with g3 or g3 or g4. But then there's mate on h3. So either way, it looks like white is toast. So
Victory.
okay, good game.